Kia ora. We have full moon coming through, so we thought we would start pulling to see what messages source the divine has for us this full moon. So today we're going to pull for Taurus Virgo Capricorn, but we're going to pull separately, just all in this one video. So we're going to start with Taurus. If you want a personal full moon reading, it's available on our website, nyamija.houseofafi.com. It's on the screen. So let's see what messages Source has for Taurus. What guidance and affirmation do you have this full moon for collective Taurus? Guidance and information do you have this full moon for collective Taurus? Okay. We have this card that I've drawn, and it has an ankh on it. It has a staff. It's like getting ancient Egyptian vibes, and then this is a symbol to do with time. When I did this card, it really spoke about the balance between so-called masculine and feminine. Also like your past lives and the different things that you have gone through and your ancestors have gone through, but it's a real positive alignment, this card's Taurus. And then we also had the citrus card, so it says limes, lemons, oranges, hydrate, healthy, fresh, wealthy, cleanse, protection, immunity. So Taurus, you might need to focus this full moon on your immune system and cleansing and hydrating and getting like vitamins and stuff like that. I feel like it's also to help this spiritual transition you're going through. When we're going through like a spiritual transition or change, it's really important for us to, I was going to say compensate or like hold that change through nurturing our physical body, so like noting what we're consuming. We also have the Atua Hineno Tepo. It says goddess of the night, divine feminine, shadow the void, fiddle, creation and death, protection, womb, the unknown. And then this other card we have is wealth and harvest on land and water, through emotional release and shifts, divine alignment. So maybe your Taurus have been going through a little bit of confusion in the past and facing lots of options. So maybe you're being called to or have been shifting emotional blocks so you can just experience a bit more joy and freedom in your expression and just like fortune. So for some of your Taurus, there is a bit of stuff that is unknown, like maybe there's things that you're unsure of. It's interesting because there's a Scorpio card as well, so some of you might have Scorpio placements, or the dates October 23rd to November 22nd might be significant, Scorpio season. But I feel like this full moon is taking you all into a deep dive. So your psychic, spiritual gifts, skills may be heightened. Your intuition might be heightened, particularly by the end of this week. For some, I see like you're going on a larger journey where your ancestors are helping you grow your intuition towards like from now, this full moon beginning, and then to the end of the year. We have Yemoya and Three of Pentacles. So it's really important as you're moving forward this full moon, Taurus, to move in an energy of teamwork and collaboration, and not just with people, but with your ancestors and the divine and your higher self, your intuition, or what I like to call your Uri. So that's your spiritual head. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, with Eight of Wands, a lot of messages coming through from your spirit team, if you want to call them that, from your divine ancestors, the divinities, whoever you connect with, the creator God, this week. Yeah, the Magician. So really call on your ancestors, do your ceremony, your ritual, light your candles, however you do it, whatever you do, like if you go for a walk, there's no wrong way about going about it, but I'm seeing like ancestral protection coming through for your especially when it comes to your resources and the movements that you want to make. So maybe like there could be like physical things that you want to do, and I'm seeing that Source is, and your ancestors are helping you with that this full moon. So yeah, if you are an alchemist, well, we all are, but if you're a mystic or if you do spell work or whatever, this is a really beautiful time for that, especially to work with the element of fire, so like candles, burns, and water. So going to the sea, water cleansing, and even doing these certain activities and ritual and ceremony with other people, so spending time with others on the full moon. There's something more movement and action coming in for you. So if there were places where you were going through delay, I'm seeing like that shifting. 8 of air. So for some, you're also going to be releasing this full moon, like any self-restrictive thoughts you may have had in any collaborations. When I say collaborations, this can mean like working in a team. It can mean like your relationships, your interpersonal relationships, your family as well. But with the earth, this moon's kind of bringing that cycle to a close if you want to align with it, you know. Yeah, Four of Swords. So there's definitely an ending to some sort of stress for you all as you're like tapping a bit more into your intuition, into like your fluidity and your nurturing side. So you're going to have to step into nurturing yourself. 10 of Fire, even though this might be a bit challenging, you're going to be stronger for it. I'm also feeling like this isn't your first rodeo, if this resonates with you as well. So look at it as that. Exercise is really important, so maybe some of you might be going for walks or just being more active in the next like week or so. I'm seeing it's beneficial to shift energy as well, like pent up energy within your body. There could be something that you could be expressing or being called to express this full moon with someone else, like something that you've kind of been resisting talking about, or maybe you thought that it didn't bother you or you weren't thinking. It doesn't actually need to be a negative thing, but it could be like something that's been challenging for you that you're expressing or is coming out in your self-expression in some way. For some, this could be to do with a maternal figure. What guidance and information do you have for Taurus? Oh, cool. There you are. Ace of Earth. So yeah, nurturing yourself is really important. But nurturing like the things in the physical, so like your body, your finances, any physical tangible opportunities that you're getting, I'm seeing like you're going to be given the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, material resources to be able to tackle it. But it's just about getting out of your head and into your heart. 5 of Earth reversed, 8 of Earth reversed. So releasing lack is really important. For some, lack might manifest for you all in overworking yourself or not making any movement at all. So I guess you'll know if that's you. Or overspending, overgiving. But I'm seeing that's being transmuted. Okay, cool. We're going to move on to Virgo now. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, placements. Thank you for all the likes. If you want a personal reading, our website's pinned to the comments or is on our page. Okay. Virgo, now so my phone number, so phone I need to do those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. Only what guidance and affirmations you have for collective Virgo this full moon. Let's pull a few. 4? Yeah. Oh, you got lots of green and blue. You have 1 month cycle, 1 moon, so something could be happening for you in a month. So maybe write that down. Bastet is right there behind me. They are an ancient Egyptian Kemetic Netedu force of nature associated with cats, sensuality, play, independence, the feminine, coolness, nourishment, feline energy. And then we have 24, harmony and stability. So if you're seeing the number 24 recently, this is a sign from your ancestors that there is harmony and stability coming in, but you also need to focus on it. Do not worry about wealth or money, structure, peace, routine, grounding, compassion, And this one, a new opportunity of wealth is heading your way. So be open to receiving windfall, harvest is coming. So there's something here about like, if you've been struggling with your finances, Virgo, there's something definitely coming in for you all. Green is a color that might be helpful for you. So bringing green into your space, even if it's just plants, if you don't like wearing green. Also associated to the heart energy center, so your heart chakra. So focusing on what you love is really important, and peace. I also see it's really important when this wealth does come through for you, or new things start coming through for you, which I really feel like it has, Virgo, that there could be, I was seeing like evil eye with the green. So just be mindful of people, not evil eye, envy, sorry. Be mindful of people that are potentially envious of this piece that you might carry, this coolness, I want to say. Like, some people might think you're quite cool. That is quite a Virgo trait. But yeah, I see it's important this full moon to like nourish yourself, nourish your body, have some playtime, connect with your senses, smell. I'm hearing like aromatherapy, and cool things. Like I'm seeing like mint. Yeah, mint is really coming up. Peppermint, mint. It's like cool, but it's still kind of sweet. So that might be, that's also a really great herb for wealth, for if you're doing your ceremony and ritual, or just bringing mint into your space to draw in clarity, peace, financial, material abundance. Okay, let's pull some tarot for your Virgo. Oh, I got my nails painted green. It felt like the good color to go with right now. Oh, nice. I love a green nail. I feel like it's so nice. Okay, what guidance and information do you have for Virgo placements? Oh, we have green again. Or this person's wearing green. So cool. 8 of Swords, 9 of Earth. So, this is about like really connecting with your independence, your self-sovereignty. This person has their shoes off, they are by themselves, they're like planting their seeds and they're looking out onto the horizon, and they've come out of this place that's been quite restrictive or sad or isolating. So this is a lot about perspective as well. Like maybe in the past, some of you all had been struggling with feeling alone or misunderstood or unappreciated, but I'm seeing you leaning into your heart space a bit more and appreciating yourself, connecting, getting out there and connecting with nature. Doing things that make you feel grounded and remembering the resources that you actually have access to. I'm seeing for some of you, you're actually an example of that for other people. So people around you might see that how you connect with yourself and be really inspired by that. 8 of Earth reversed. So it's important also this full moon, 9 of Cups, cool. During this like emotional alignment and satisfaction that you're cultivating and could be feeling or being asked to focus on, it's almost, yeah, it's important not to be distracted as well by other people's limiting beliefs or perceptions, when, especially if, yeah, they don't have anything to like do with you. 8 of Earth upright talks about like being focused and not being distracted, but reverse can kind of mean being in the shadow of that. So just be mindful of that energy. Guidance and affirmations you have for Virgo this full moon. Cool, we have 8 of Fire and 10 of Earth. I like this. So some of you all are being called to make plans as well. Some of you all are being called to make plans how you can gather more resources, knowledge, wealth. I'm also seeing that you will be stepping into a new, like, and there's the green door, moving or leaving old things behind in order to go into this new territory of wealth and knowledge and sharing, I'm seeing as well. So there might be a new job coming up for you all, a new commitment with Shango at the base of the deck. Some of you might be trying new foods or like eating more. But I'm also seeing your ancestors want you to know like where you're going next or where you're heading next. You're protected as well. Yeah, there's something that you all have really been called to leave behind and shut the door to, and let your heart shut the door on that. Three of Earth and Ace of Air. So this full moon's bringing a lot of clarity in your collaborations, your family bonds, your work bonds, whatever it may be, and showing you what needs to be healed and what needs to be. Thank you so much for the rose, but I appreciate it. Showing you what needs to be healed, how you're protected as well, and maybe some of your, there's like kind of a balance between spending time alone and then spending time with other people, I would say. But I do see like a strong protection in your collaborations. This Ace of Earth in particular talks about like your destiny and your purpose. So I'm seeing you like really being guided and protected. It's like this bird's like watching over this like family or this team. So your ancestors, the divine, the divinities, God, the creator, source, whatever you resonate with, they're all watching over you and making sure that you have access to peace, and they want you to have access to peace. And so it's important to be in conversation with them as well. Ogun, there's a lot about strengthening your heart and strengthening your body. So even like herbs and kai, like food that does that. So greens, eating your greens might be really important. Some of you might be gardening as well. 10 of water, message from fire, 6 of fire. Oh, nice. I like this. I feel like by the full moon, like by the end of the week, Virgo, you're going to be celebrating or being called to celebrate yourself. And I feel like full moon is a celebratory energy because the cycle is ending, and so your ancestors really want you to celebrate how far you've come in your healing as well, and they really want to encourage you and bring you some warmth. So I really encourage you to spend time with them or God or whoever it is, writing down whatever you want to write down, taking some time to meditate or whatever feels fit for you personally, because we all have our different personalities. In a way where you would like to celebrate your ancestors, you could just like be spending time by yourself creating. There's something that there's something they want to say, but I feel like it's more like they really want to give you that encouragement, but also reaffirm your power and also like kind of hype you up. I'm seeing self-esteem, so like maybe like stroke your ego a little bit, but in a positive way. And it's really important for you at this time to remember your worth as well. I'm glad this is resonating with you. Yeah, so remembering your worth is really, really important in all of this, and there's something that you're definitely going to be able to celebrate very soon, I think, especially if you're wanting some resources or money or something like that. Okay, let's do Capricorn. Let me just shuffle these cards properly. Oh look, it just opened to mint. Amazing. So mint may be mint tea. I love putting mint in my water. Helps me drink it because I'm actually not the biggest water drinkers, but if I put mint in my water, it makes it so much better. So some of you maybe need to really get in on that mint tea. Mohammed, I know you like mint tea. Okay. Look. Okay, let's do Capricorn. Nyankopɔn Nsaman for and bosom for nourishment to those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. Guidance and affirmations you have for Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you have the number 555 and 222. So that's a lot of change. For me, when I see 555, it kind of manifests like lots of change is available, but you can either choose like the positive side of it or the chaotic side. So I'd be careful with the fives in terms of like, you know, when things are shifting and changing around, it can easily get chaotic. So just be careful. And I guess the best way to go about that is operating through peace. So making sure that things are balanced for you wherever, in whatever area that you're in, whatever area of your life. There could be potential for conflict as well with people or different energies. So make sure that if there's any like conflicts with other people, even if it's family as well, try to just approach it in a peaceful way at this time, where you're being reminded to. We also have, what is your favorite thing about yourself? So your ancestors want you to remember that. I'm seeing there's something about you that you really like about yourself that's really connected to your ancestors and your personality. So maybe your ancestors are wanting to show you where you get something from or who it's connected to. Could be a grandparent, could be, I don't know, something. It says unraveling stories, ancestral experiences. In order to find and know the truth and learn Indigenous practices to support and sustain ourselves, we are one, we're connected. Yeah, so there's something ancestrally that you're being called to recognize about yourself and how that's connected to your ancestors and your story. Let's pull some tarot for your Capricorn. Those of love, life, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace only. Guidance, information you have for Capricorn. Guidance, information you have for Capricorn. We've got the enslaved prisoner came out reversed. So it's time with that. It's time for you to take action. So maybe you've been still for a little bit, or like taking a break from something, or you weren't moving towards something. This is like now it's time to go. Like it's time to take action. If you're waiting for something, they don't want you to wait anymore. It's also talking about like releasing judgments or criticism. So maybe you've received like negative criticism or judgments from other people. I just heard harshness. And I feel like your ancestors are wanting you to let that go a little bit. Like could be other people's opinions that like hold you back a little bit. So during this full moon, maybe writing those things down. And something that I like to do is like rip it up and then I'll throw it away. 5 of Earth. Capricorn energy, yep. There's also something here to do with lack. So maybe this is in your perception, and it's just been affecting your movements. But I'm seeing Source saying like it's time to release that. It could also manifest in depression or mental health stuff. An imbalance within your mental health. So it's really important to be positive about your commitments with the Sun and Shango. This is justice. Some of you'll need to do a protection spell or just speak protection over yourself. Like my energy, my life force is protected. We do a life force ritual, a candle ritual. If you're into that or needing support, that's on our website. It's called Life Force Ritual, but there's a commitment that is being made to yourself this full moon, or needs to be made, about like being more positive about your commitments in general. And maybe there's a recommitment that you're making to something, someone, or even just yourself. Undines and mermaids. Nurturing yourself is really important as well, and this is about your emotional intelligence. So there's a reminder that you're really emotionally intelligent, and to not doubt that as well, your intuition. And then we have King of Wands, the fire element. Leo, Aries, Sag, and Libra, Cancer. Some of you, there's something that you'll be giving birth to, like it could be an idea or even just your sense of self-confidence as well. So there's a need to like trust yourself in the way in which you lead yourself, and the commitments that you do make, you can trust that they're protected, you can be positive about them, because it's like you're no longer operating from this place of lack. Or you're being called to, I just heard and I heard fruitfulness. Two of water, the devil, Capricorn, four of water, four of air, and five of fire. Okay, so for some, an intimacy could be with yourself that you're dealing with this, or could be with another person. There does look like you're like trying to end something, in some sort of conflict, or being called to end a conflict within yourself or with someone where you haven't really been feeling much empathy, or maybe there's a tie or in a healthy attachment that makes you feel unrested or stressed or emotionally blocked or something. There could be like a block in terms of like, yeah, intimacy, like hearing trust issues, but also like trouble with trusting or trouble with connecting beyond a certain point. But I think just taking a break from conflict in general and then moving forward in the ways in which you need to see action in your life, the earth reversed. So some of you need to be more open to change. Sorry about that. Yeah, some of you will need to be more open to change and open to harmonious exchange, like connecting with others a bit more, receiving from your ancestors. Six of Wands. And that's where success lies. I think maybe like activating your feminine energy a little bit, like receiving more. Maybe some of you aren't used to receiving. Maybe someone or wants to make plans with you or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also seeing for some there might be someone that wants to connect with you that really is inspired by you. This could just be a friend. So maybe there's something there. Yeah, we have Four of Wands at the base of the deck. That's about family. So there could be some relationship coming up, or you may be connecting with someone this full moon that makes you feel appreciated and really views you as successful, or I also just see you're just going to find success in connecting with other people and moving out of your any discomfort and moving into gratitude as well for the family, the home, the structure that you do have, even if it's not like perfect. Okay, fam, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that helped and resonated with some of your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'll post this up today as well, so if you missed any of it, it'll be up on our page. If you want a personal full moon reading, our website is on our page as well, and I'll see you all tomorrow.